What's going on, guys? It's Ben here from BH Aquatics, and in today's video I decided that I wanted to do a Fishroom update. The funny thing is that actually last week I didn't come out with a video simply because I didn't really have any content that I could come out with. I had ideas that I could have done, but I just didn't have any actual filmed videos, clips of anything that would go with the content ideas that I had. So I just decided I'd skip last week and wait till this week, and what do you know, of course, a bunch of big things happened that I just decided that I wanted to update you guys on. For instance, wow, this glare is terrible in front of this 55 pleco breeding tank, but unfortunately, one of the things I need to update you guys on is that even though I have really been trying extremely hard to keep up with this tank, I've been doing test strips for water quality and everything. I did a water change in this tank last week, and everything based on what these test strips say. If you guys know anything other than test strips that you think work better than test strips, please let me know. But they tell me that the water condition is completely pristine, yet I had 4 plecos die. Obviously this is a huge investment because it's a pleco breeding project with green phantom plecos. They are not cheap, and there's 6 of them in this aquarium. Now that I only have 2 left, you know, it's the project is kind of going to shambles unless I can get my hands on a couple more to replace those ones that I did have. Potentially I could get refunded. Maybe I could just get a new shipment. I'm not really sure how it's going to work, but I definitely am going to go and talk to the people I got the plecos from to see if I can get some new ones to get this pleco breeding project up and working condition once again. Other than that, though, all my tanks right now are like halfway, pretty much. Well, not all of them, but most of them that are going through water changes are halfway down. Kind of in the water changing process right now. But other than that, we actually have some new fry. Now, I'm actually very confused because this tank, as you can see, the water is very clear, but the breeder box that's hanging on the side of the aquarium that holds some of the fry, you can't even see the fry. That's how cloudy this water is. You can see them from the top. There's like 13 to 15 of them. I counted 13, but I also counted like 14 another time. Not sure exactly how many. I had like 20, 25, but for whatever the reason, some of them did die. Like this. I mean, if you guys have a solution to the problem of why this water is so cloudy compared to this one, obviously the filter's not running right now, and this hang-on filter here, the air is not running through this due to the fact that there's no water in the aquarium, but when the tanks are filled back up to their maximum, obviously this will be filtered through. I'm just not really sure. Obviously you can see some of the debris left on the bottom from leftover fish food, but you would think that the bubbler that goes through this hang-on breeder box would cycle through enough water to keep the cloudiness on a lower level. But then again, you never know. Meanwhile, everything else, I've not had another guppy die down there I had 1 guppy die a while ago. I had 3 female black, half black pastel guppies down there, and a male one. They were extremely nice that I bought when I got new strains of guppies. I still have a complete trio of my half black pastels up here, half black pastels here. My female over here for the blue albino topaz guppies has not dropped yet, so I assume that she's probably not going to drop. She just might not be. She's gravid, but I don't think she's fertile. I have not had any breeding behavior from the red velvet swordtails down the bottom there in the experimental breeding tank, but I think that potentially I could get some in the future. Down here in the cull fry blue albino topaz, I really don't have much. Just the survivors from the blue albino topaz that died in this tank before I did a complete water change, completely redo of this tank. Tank's looking a little dirty. I got to do a little bit of maintenance here, But, you know, everybody has those days in their fish room where they're just like, do I really want to clean? I mean, let's be honest. I think everybody has those days. I've heard a couple of other larger channel people say, yeah, I've had those days too. So I assume if they can say it, I can say it too. But you never know. It's totally up to the people who watch. Bob is doing great. He's come out to greet us. Obviously, this glare is terrible. The light's not on in here. And normally I don't put the light on in there. Unless it's feeding time, just because lights for this tank are expensive, and what I've seen is that they burn out really quickly, so I don't want to waste the light unless I have people coming over and I want to showcase Bob's beauty. But other than that, the fish room, like I said, you just have those days you're not willing to clean, but it will get done, just like how all the water changes are getting done now. Eventually, I'll pick up all this mess. Other than that, everything's been going pretty smoothly in the fish room here. I have not really had any big problems, other than the deaths of 4 of the 6 Pleco Breeding Project Green Phantom Plecos, and just some births of these new blue half black pastel guppies. Other than that, everything's doing pretty awesome. Again, just a quick update, Sunday night. Hope you guys enjoyed. If so, make sure you subscribe, like this video, and thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys. Actually, I think I'm going to come out with another video in the middle of the week. So I'll see you guys maybe like Wednesday or Thursday. Have a good one.